Are you tired of spending hours on the putting green, only to go out on the course and three-putt your way to a higher score? Well, then this is for you. We're going to break down a much smarter, way more effective way to practice putting, focusing only on the stuff that actually lowers your scores. So let's get right into it.
It's a tough question, I know, but you've got to ask it. I mean, think about it. How many times have you just gone to the practice green, dropped a few balls, and kind of rolled random putts with no real plan? That kind of practice, that aimless wandering, can honestly do more harm than good. It just reinforces bad habits without building any real, dependable skill.
But here's the good news, okay? The problem isn't that you're not trying hard enough. Not at all. The problem is the method. And today, we're going to fix that. We're going to give you a clear, actionable blueprint that you can literally take to the course tomorrow.
So what's the real issue here? It's not about how much effort you put in or how many hours you log. It's all about the lack of a structured plan, a plan that laser focuses on the specific distances that have the biggest impact on your scorecard. And this right here, this is the whole key. 10 minutes of focused, smart practice is worth so much more than an hour of just mindlessly rolling putts. We're making a shift, you see, from quantity to quality. And believe me, that is going to make all the difference. All right, let's get into our first key concept. And this one's a real game changer. We call it the scoring zone. If you can master this area of the green, you're building the foundation for shooting much lower scores. So what is it exactly? Well, the scoring zone is that absolutely critical range from 4 to 10 feet out. These aren't just putts, These are the moments that really define your round. They're your par savers when you miss a green, your birdie conversions. They're the putts that keep that precious momentum on your side. If you own this zone, you own your scorecard. Simple as that. So our first drill to conquer this zone is called the ladder drill. It's so simple, it's beautiful. You just set up tees at 4, 6, 8, and 10 feet. Hit 3 balls from each spot. But here's the most important part. Don't just find a dead straight flat putt. You have to challenge yourself. Find all kinds of breaks, uphill, downhill, left to right, right to left. That's how you get better. Now look at this chart. This is so important for setting realistic expectations. We're not trying to be perfect here. As you can see, from 4 to 6 feet, the goal is to make about 70%. But look at 10 feet. Even the pros are only making about 20 to 25% of these. So if you make just 1 out of 5 from there, you are doing great. This is all about real, measurable improvement, not perfection. Okay, let's build on that with our next drill, around the clock. For this one, you'll take 6 balls and place them in a circle around the hole, all at 6 feet. Now, the key is to find a spot on the green where each of those 6 putts has a slightly different break. This is what simulates what you actually face out on the course, right? And here's your target. If you can consistently drain 3 or 4 of these 6 putts, you are putting the lights out. Seriously. That level of performance from this crucial 6-foot distance is going to save you an unbelievable number of strokes. All right, we've solidified our short game. Now it's time to tackle the single most frustrating mistake in all of golf, the 3-putt. This next section is all about lag putting, and it's designed to make those dreaded 3 putts a thing of the past. We're going to focus on 3 specific distances where 3 putts happen most often: 20 feet, 30 feet, and 40 feet. By practicing these, we're training our brain and our stroke to handle the most common long putts we're going to face during a round. And here is the big mental shift you have to make. From these distances, you are not trying to make the putt. Let me say that again. The goal is not to hole it. Your only goal is to get the ball to stop inside a 3-foot circle around the hole. That's it. That's the win. A simple tap-in. And this really shows you what success looks like. From each of those distances, 20, 30, and 40 feet, your whole mission is to get 2 out of your 3 putts inside that imaginary 3-foot circle. You do that, and I promise you, you will slash your number of 3 putts. Okay, let's talk about that tricky no man's land on the green, the mid-range putts. You know the ones, from about 12 to 25 feet, where you kind of feel like you should make them, but you almost never do. We need a totally different strategy here. For this range, we're going to shift our focus entirely. Just forget about making the putt. I mean, even for the PGA Tour pros, these are really low percentage putts. So the only thing that matters here is speed and proximity. Just leaving yourself an easy, stress-free tap-in second putt. So check this out. We are redefining what success means. For this drill, a successful putt is one that either goes in the hole, great, or it finishes within 1 foot past the cup. Now, why past the cup? Because that ensures we're hitting the putt with enough speed to actually hold its line and give it a real chance to drop. And your target here is to get 8 successful outcomes out of 10 tries from different spots in this 12 to 25 foot range. This builds an incredible amount of confidence and just a natural feel for distance control. Every great routine needs a great ending, right? So the final part of this practice blueprint is all about locking in that feel you've been working on and making sure you walk off that green feeling confident and sharp. We're coming full circle now, right back into that scoring zone. You're going to place 6 balls at 5 feet from the hole, again, on a mix of different breaks. And there's one simple rule here: you don't get to leave the practice green until you hit your target. And that target is to make at least 4 of these 6 5-footers. What this does is it creates a little bit of pressure, forces you to focus, and it ends your session on a definitive, successful note. It is such a powerful way to build that lasting confidence. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? When you follow this structured blueprint, you're not just practicing anymore. You are building a whole new reality for yourself on the greens. You will get rid of those soul-crushing 3-putts. You will save more pars. You'll build real, unshakable confidence over the ball, and you will finally take control of your scores.
You know, it all comes down to this really simple philosophy. Stop wasting your time, start practicing with a purpose, practice smart, and I guarantee you will absolutely roll it better.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. Forget about your swing for just a second. Just imagine, what score could you really shoot if you finally took control of the greens?